Likely there'll be plenty of voter fatigue after this summer's numerous recall elections around the state. But if you thought this political year was wild, next year promises to be even more so. Fox 11's Laura Smith takes a look as you decide 2012.
Political ads have flooded the airwaves for months, but now a break, at least for a little while.
We may get at least to exhale until around the turn of the beginning of next year.
The new year brings the possibility of Governor Scott Walker's recall and the potential for another round of campaigning around the state.
We're going to take our lead from the citizen groups that have formed through the internet, on the ground, and coffee shops. And if they put together an effort, and we believe it is a strong, incredible effort, we will absolutely participate in an effort to recall the governor.
People have to make a decision about whether they want to go forward with controlling taxes and controlling spending and the reforms that the governor has done, saving hundreds of millions of dollars, or frankly, back to where we came from.
Also in 2012, President Barack Obama is up for re-election. The Wisconsin Republican primary will likely be held April 3rd, although it remains to be seen if the race is decided by then. Regardless, come the general election, Wisconsin got a lot of attention 4 years ago in the presidential race, and political experts say our state will probably see it happen all over again.
Because Obama has been one of those polarizing presidents where the public has questioned him and his policies almost from the beginning, I think you're going to see quite a bit more attention at the national level, and of course we'll start paying attention in January in this state as well.
Also next fall, the entire state assembly comprised of 99 seats is up for re-election, and if recall fever continues in Wisconsin, 17 state senators who couldn't be recalled this year could be recalled. Plus the other half of the Senate, those targeted for recalls this summer, are up for re-election. But political science experts say just how many voters will pay attention to those races remains to be seen.
The interesting thing to see is whether or not there's a certain percentage that has just become so alienated by the process that it drives down turnout.
On to the congressional delegation, Republican Representatives Reed Ribble and Tom Petri are up for re-election in November. Meanwhile, retiring Democratic Senator Herb Kohl's seat is up for grabs. There could be late summer primaries in both parties, and both state political parties say they are confident they'll win it come November.
We think the national mood lends itself and the state mood lends itself to more reform, not less, and that's an issue that plays well for Republicans, especially in an economy that has been very, very tough.
In a presidential year, it's going to favor the Democrats, and I think that we've got one or more potentially really strong candidates that are going to run for that Senate seat.
So while you may get a rest from all the political activity for now, it's certain to come back in full force in just a few months. Laura Smith, Fox 11 News.
Now, one race you won't have to worry about in 2012 is the state Supreme Court. The next high court race is in 2013 when Justice Pat Roggensack is up for re-election.